I hope you are having a great day. So as you saw in the title, this video is a demo and first impressions of the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Oil-Free Foundation by Benefit. I just have a tiny sample, and I got the color Cheers to Me Champagne. I wanted to sample this foundation because I have dry skin, and they claim that it is a brightening oil-free liquid foundation that builds from a light to medium coverage. It has SPF 20 in it, and it's also supposed to be hydrating and give you a luminous finish. So I also wanted to mention I'm 32 years young, so that kind of plays a factor into your skin. I am also have dry skin, and I have bigger pores in the center of my face, so keep that in mind. And if you want to see how this wore throughout the day and my final thoughts on my first impression, just keep watching the video. Okay, so y'all are up close. Hello. Okay, let's get started. I'm putting this on at 2:15 in the afternoon. So keep that in mind, and I will check in a few hours, but let's just see what this is like. How cute is this little bitty sample? This might be a little too dark, but we're gonna make it work just so we can test out the product. All right, my hair is a mess. I'm sorry. Let's go. I'm applying this with the Sigma Angled Kabuki F84. I love this foundation brush. Oh, it's really dark. I wonder if y'all can see that. Like if you can see how dark it is. But we're finna make it work, girls. It actually has better coverage than I was thinking it would. So yeah. It's applying pretty easy. It does, I can definitely feel foundation on my face. Does that make sense? Some of it, like I'm probably comparing it to the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and that is so lightweight. I don't feel foundation on my face at all when I'm wearing that, or like a CC cream, but this I kind of can feel foundation on it, which is odd because it's called like Hello Oxygen, you know, it's supposed to be like just oxygen wow, like it's air on your face. Is that what they mean? Okay, so there, I wish I would have put my hair in a ponytail or something. I didn't even think about it. I'm filming this during school, so most of you know we homeschool. So I have kids doing free reading right now, and I'm looking right there because I have a mirror right there. So I'm going to get another mirror and look up close so I can give y'all my opinion on my very first impression here. So far, so it's probably definitely not my color match. It's a little yellow toned for me, but okay. It definitely, I forgot to mention, I put on the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer first. I have larger pores here in the center of my face. Definitely accentuates those pores all the way down to here, which not many foundations really accentuate them this bad. The coverage is pretty, I would say medium coverage. It's more coverage than I thought it would be. It's kind of hard to work with, honestly. It's kind of hard to blend in. Does that make sense? It is definitely not as blendable as most foundations, but the coverage is good. I think the fact that I don't have a very good color match might be hindering me, but I'm going to zoom y'all in and see if you can see my pores. Now, I usually have like a fingertip of pores, bigger pores in the center, but this is like accentuating all of this. So, not a fan of that. See, it's like this much of accentuating my pores. So, and even when I try to blend it in and stuff, it's not helping. So, I will be back in just a second with the rest of my makeup, and I'll see you guys in a second. So I am back, and I put my blush and bronzer on. I wanted to mention I did put this Tarte Lip Surgence in Achiote on my lips, and then for blush I used the Instain blush in Argyle. So that's what I put on my face. I will say that after putting everything else, I concealed up under my eyes. I put a bronzer on. I didn't set it with a powder, but I set my under eye concealer with a powder because I always do that. I have dry skin, so I generally don't set my whole face with a powder. But having said all of that, after I put it on and blended it in, and then after I put everything else on, I really like the finish of it. It still feels sticky kind of, and I gave it a good 10 minutes before I put on my blush and bronzer because it had like that sticky feeling, but it doesn't feel drying at all, and it's not clinging to any dry spots, so it is hydrating. And like I said, I put it on at 2:15, so I will be back here in a little bit. I have, my oldest son has a tumbling class, and so I'll be running him there and staying there for about an hour in a gym, so it gets kind of hot in there. So this will be a true test. It's about 85 degrees here in Texas today, so stick around if you want to see how this wears throughout the day. Hey everyone, I am back, and it is 8:45, so it has been 6.5 hours. But I'm so tired, I'm about to wash my face, so I figured I would wrap this up. So let me tell y'all, first of all, what all I did was I ran some errands, I took my kid to tumbling, I went out to eat, and then I did a walk around the block with my kids. So, and I was a doctor because we had a scooter accident. So that is what I did. I will say that after about 3 hours of wear, so about 5:15, I looked in the mirror in the car in like natural daylight, and I was like, ew, what in the world is wrong? So I took like a brush and just kind of buffed it in some more. It just seemed to look splotchy, but once I buffed it in, it was okay. My problem with this foundation is that it really settles into your pores and your fine lines. So I think it would be good for like a younger generation, like, you know, 15 to 25 maybe, or even 30. But for mature and aging skin, people that suffer from fine lines and wrinkles or bigger pores, etc., you definitely should pass on this. I think personally it didn't work for me. What I do like about it is that it is hydrating. It has vitamins C and E in it, which I always like to use products that have stuff that is good for your face. And it has SPF 25 in it, but for me that isn't worth looking like you have craters in your face. So if you have fine lines and wrinkles, big pores, or acne scarring, you probably want to skip on this foundation. I don't hear a lot of hype about it on YouTube, and I kind of figure out why. But also, it is, how much is this? You can get this at Ulta or Sephora. It's $36. So it's quite an expensive foundation, and in my opinion, something like L'Oreal True Match, or even if you want a more luminous finish like L'Oreal True Match Lumi, would do a better job than this foundation. So that is my opinion and first impression. I do have probably another week's worth of product in this, so I might continue to try it over the next few weeks, and I will definitely keep you guys posted in my Friday favorites and fails if it just doesn't, because you know, sometimes you try a foundation and your first impression isn't all that great, and then you figure out a better way to apply it or a better primer to use with it, etc. So I might try it and just keep you guys posted, but my first impression is I would not spend $36 for this foundation. If you have tried it and have had a different experience, maybe leave me some suggestions of how you apply this foundation, and or maybe it just doesn't work for my kind of skin. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!